Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I would like to thank you for coming in today so we can discuss Johnny. I know we do get time to speak almost daily about Johnny's classroom behavior, but it is nice to have this uninterrupted time to focus on how we can help him. Before we go any further, do you have any questions or concerns you want to address? I want to take a moment to discuss the assessments and what we use them for. Our philosophy of assessment encompasses the principles and beliefs that guide the process of evaluating individuals' knowledge, skills, abilities, and overall performance. I believe that assessment should be fair and equitable, ensuring that all individuals have an equal opportunity to demonstrate their capabilities. I try to have my assessments reflect real-world tasks and situations, allowing each child an opportunity to showcase the practical application of knowledge and skills rather than just memorization. I create my assessments to accurately reflect each child's learning objectives and goals to provide meaningful and relevant information. I use the assessments to provide feedback for improvement, guiding both myself and my students to enhance the learning experience. I believe that different individuals may excel using various assessment methods. I use various assessment tools to comprehensively understand each child's abilities. I use assessments that are designed with the learner in mind, promoting active participation and engagement. Our philosophy of assessments that are designed with the assessments seeks to create fair, valid, and reliable process that supports learning and growth while respecting the diversity and individuality of learners. I wanted to start by telling you how motivated he is in the morning to start his day. He enjoys having time to check in with his friends when he comes in, and he's always in his seat and ready to go when I ring the bell to start class. He is the first to raise his hand and answer questions when we are doing our calendar, weather, and our 100-day chart. He especially likes to read our 100-day chart activity. I appreciate his enthusiasm. However, I do have some concerns. I have noticed tantrums during class when he feels overwhelmed, frustrated, or unable to express himself verbally. Angry outbursts. He displays anger by shouting, hitting, or expressing frustration verbally when encountering a situation that upsets him. Sharing struggles. Johnny has emotional outbursts that occur when he finds it challenging to share toys or experience a perceived injustice during playtime. During these situations, I try to work with Johnny to understand and address these outbursts with empathy, helping him navigate and regulate his emotions. I was hoping we could discuss what you see at home or in other social settings. How does Johnny interact with other children? What about other adults who are in charge? Has there been any changes to Johnny's schedule? What kind of routine does Johnny have at home? And do you see these behavioral concerns at home? Emotional development in kindergarten encompasses a range of milestones as children learn to understand and manage their emotions. You should keep in mind that children may progress through these stages at different rates. In kindergarten, he should begin to express a wider range of emotions, including happiness, excitement, sadness, frustration, and anger. Johnny should be able to use his words, facial expressions, and body language to convey his feelings, and he should start showing empathy by recognizing and responding to the emotions of his peers and learning to identify and name his emotions and those of others. At this stage, he should engage in more complex social interactions, such as playing games, working together on activities. His emotional regulation becomes more pronounced as he learns to appropriately manage his feelings. We use strategies like taking deep breaths, counting to calm down, or seeking help from adults. Do you try any of these strategies at home, and how are they working? In order to support Johnny to the best of my ability, I have implemented different strategies to try to understand his classroom behaviors. Over the last couple weeks, I've taken observation notes to document the specific behaviors observed, triggers, and the context surrounding emotional outbursts. I've also used ABC analysis, antecedent behavior consequence, to analyze the events leading up to an emotional outburst, the antecedent behavior, and the consequences. This structured approach helps identify patterns and potential triggers. I have also established open communication with you to share insights into emotional behaviors and collaborate on strategies to support Johnny at school and home. I'm also working closely with school counselors and past teachers to collaborate on documenting and addressing emotional outbursts. ensuring a holistic approach to Johnny's well-being. Using consistent and thorough documentation enables me to better understand, address, and communicate about emotional outbursts, fostering a supportive learning environment for Johnny. Supporting Johnny with emotional development concerns involves creating a nurturing environment and employing strategies that address his unique needs. Here are some strategies for you to support Johnny at home. It is important for you to foster open and honest communication with Johnny. Create a safe space where he feels comfortable expressing his emotions. Encourage him to talk about his feelings and experiences. Ask open-ended questions to understand his perspective. Children learn a lot from observing their parents. Modeling healthy emotional regulation by expressing your own feelings in a constructive manner will help Johnny. By demonstrating coping strategies like taking deep breaths, using positive self-talk, or stepping away to cool down when faced with challenges, you can also acknowledge and celebrate Johnny's positive behavior and efforts. Positive reinforcement helps build confidence and reinforces appropriate emotional response. You can use praise and encouragement to highlight instances where Johnny demonstrates emotional intelligence or effective problem solving. We have a family resource center that has information from different services and programs available in the community. I think you might find some beneficial information for your family to use. I would like to thank you for taking the time to come in today and listening to my concerns about Johnny. I hope our continued work together will help him grow and allow him to better manage his emotions in class and at home. He is very bright and has a good heart, and I know that we are seeing some trouble right now. However, with our continued work, I believe that we can work through this together. I think it is important that we keep our communication open and meet again in a few weeks to discuss Johnny's progress. In the meantime, feel free to reach out with any further questions or concerns, and thank you again for coming in.